because I learned really early on how to play the game. And it's not like a book I can write on how does that game work.
Well, I'm so excited to have you here. I'm joined by the fantastic, and you will understand later when we go into this interview why I'm using the word fantastic, but by the fantastic Charity Ibhadon, who is currently the goddess of product management, product design, and anything to do with product. And I'm just excited to hear more about, your journey in this industry, in specifically working in London. And I know you've come across some very interesting personalities and persons in that industry. Specifically today, I've invited you to join us on the topic of biases, right? Biases, stereotypes. Do they exist? What are they? Is it awkward to talk about it? So I'm just excited to jump right in. But before we do so, my name is Vanessa Chikaka. I'm the founder of Felix Diversity Strategists, and we work with firms to promote, support Black talent. Okay, Charity, give us a quick intro. Who are you? And where are you right now in life?
Cool. So I'm Charity, as Vanessa said. I am currently head of product at Student Beans, but only for another week and a half or so. So on the 24th of October, I'll be joining Kobalt Music as their Senior Director of Product Management, looking after product, design and delivery, and maybe data. So it's a really interesting role. So I've been in product, as Vanessa said, for a while. I've not always had typical product titles. I've been a business analyst. I was a project manager and started my career actually in finance, which we probably will get into today, about different characters I've met along my way. So finance, consulting, then e-commerce, and now moving into music, which is so exciting.
Wow. That sounds fantastic. And I don't think you're giving yourself enough credit for your CV. I just want to point out here that we're dealing or speaking to an absolute boss here today. Okay. Charity, tell us a little bit more about, if you look, because you're right now at the top of your career. You are pretty far up, senior manager. You told me that you're managing product managers, right, in your new role. How's it looking at the top? How's it looking? Is it very diverse?
It's not as diverse as one might expect, I think. So yes, I'm managing product managers. So product management has a very interesting career path. So I'm actually managing directors who will manage heads of, who will manage lead product managers, who will manage senior product managers, who will manage mid-level. So it kind of goes like that. So it's product management, and the higher you get in any industry, I think the less diverse it will be. I think the clearer one I see, I know we're talking about race today, but we're least diverse in tech generally, I think, in terms of women.
Right.
Black women, obviously, and especially. So I'm trying to be careful about what I say. There's definitely a lack of diversity of thought as well. You kind of have a lot of companies that have your typical white male entrepreneur types that have kind of just, the ambition has led them where they are. And I'm kind of like that, not a white man, obviously, but I'm super ambitious. So you kind of have put race and gender aside for a second, whether it's 10 people, they all kind of have that similar understanding of they've been really ambitious. They've kind of had luck along the way in their career. They've kind of made it for themselves. And that's where I'm seeing you're not getting the people that have kind of tried to work their way through the ranks, and the opportunity to get there isn't as much as well, if that makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense. Do you think though, and this is not yet on the topic, but I think super interesting and I would like your opinion on this. Do you think though that to be at the level that you're operating, right, which is, you just told us the ranks that you have to go through to be where you are, managing directors, I guess you kind of have to be a very specific type of person. You mentioned that they are kind of all the same in terms of ambition, hard work. Isn't that just part of the territory?
It is. And I think this is part of the bias, right, is the recognition. I remember my first ever job. I'm looking out that way because there's Canary Wharf and I can see Citibank. Right. That was my first job. And I started as a graduate. And I remember the MD, who I thought was super senior. Back then I was 21. I was like, oh my gosh, you like God. And I remember him asking me, what is it I want to do when I'm older? And me in my, I'm still like this now, to be fair. I said, I want to have his job.
Right. I love that.
So shocked that a little graduate was gunning for his job already. And actually, he took me off the graduate program. I went to Budapest. I led teams out there. It was awesome.
Wow.
So when you ask, do people need to be of that kind of like ambition? Yes. But was I lucky is the wrong word, because it kind of makes it seem like I didn't work hard. But did I have the right opportunities to get there that others didn't? Yes. So I can't say, yeah, just make it, work hard, you'll get there. No, I needed a white man, let's be honest with my story, to kind of advocate for me.
That is, I think, the key, isn't it? Yes, in terms of characteristic traits, 100%. You can't be lazy to, go to the top of your career. No, it doesn't matter which sector you're in or which company you're in. But the speed at which you go can be very, very different, I guess.